I saw a video today that scared me a little bit, and I think it should scare you too. It wasn't a video about war, it wasn't a video about some crime, it was a podcast clip. Just a group of guys sitting around a microphone, looking very serious, talking about how they woken up. They're using all the buzzwords. They were talking about the Matrix. They were calling normal people NPCs. And they were saying, we are the glitch in the simulation. We see the truth. And I looked at the comments. It was thousands of them saying, finally someone said it. I feel like everyone around me is a robot. I'm the only one awake in my city. And I want to talk to you, the person who wrote those comments, the person who watches these videos and nods along, thinking you have discovered the secret truth. You look at the normies, the people with the 9-to-5 jobs, the families, the simple lives, and you call them NPCs. You look down on them, you think you are the main character because you watched a YouTube video about the banking system. But let me be clear with you right now, you are not awake, okay? You are just riding a trend, calling other people NPCs doesn't make you revolutionary. It makes you kind of arrogant. And the irony is you are repeating the same exact lines, the exact same theories, and the exact same complaints as millions of other men and women on the internet. You think you broke the script? You just traded one script for another. You aren't the glitch in the simulation, you are just an NPC with a red pill dialogue, alright? The world didn't turn into a simulation just because you learned a few uncomfortable facts. You just gave up on participating in reality. And this brings me to the biggest lie I see in the corner of the internet of this algorithm, the I am awake lie. There is a whole industry right now telling you that you are trapped, that the elites control everything, the money is fake, the food is poisonous. And I'm not to debate those facts because some of them are true, okay? But I'm here to debate your reaction to it. I see you. I see how you consume this content. You watch this 3-4 hour podcast exposing the corruption of the system, and you nod your head agreeing with that, and you feel so smart. But look at what you actually doing. You are just searching for other people online validating your fears. You are looking for people to validate your fake awakening, and you want them to tell you, yes, life is hard, everything is different, it's impossible to succeed. I see you watching these creators who are just as numb as you are, and it makes you feel safe, doesn't it? It gives you a feeling that it's okay to be dead inside because apparently you are not the only one. If he's numb and he's smart, then I guess it's okay for me to be numb too. And then what you do? Do you go to the gym? Do you build a business to get free from the banking system? Do you learn how to grow your own food? Do you build a strong community around you? No. You turn off the podcasts, you order Uber Eats, you scroll for another 2 hours, and you go to sleep depressed. You aren't awake, you are just informed and paralyzed. Now let's go back to that feeling that nothing is fun anymore. I hear this all the time. I hear it constantly. I don't like movies like I used to. Video games are boring right now. Christmas doesn't feel like Christmas anymore. Now listen to me closely. You are not supposed to like the same things forever. You are grieving the death of a childhood, but you refuse to become an adult. Of course, video games aren't fun anymore. You're what, 25, 30, 35, 40? Your brain is screaming for a real conquest, for real challenge, and you are trying to feed it pixelated achievements. You're like a man standing outside in the middle of January, shivering, crying, screaming, "Why isn't it July? It used to be warm. The weather is broken." It's just winter, and instead of putting a coat, instead of building a fire, instead of building a shelter, you are just standing there, freezing and blaming the sky. The people who are winning right now, and yes, there are people winning, they aren't better than you. They aren't lucky, that's for sure. They just adapted. They looked at 2026 and said, okay, the rules have changed. The economy is harder, definitely. The distractions are louder, so I need to be sharper. I need to be stronger. They didn't give up, you did. And this is the part that is going to make some of you to get mad. Maybe some of you gonna unsubscribe, and that's fine. I don't want the weak ones here anyway. I want to talk about the books and the podcasts. I see your bookshelves. I see the quotes in your bio: Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, Nietzsche, the 48 Laws of Power. You love the aesthetic of wisdom. You love feeling like a philosopher. But be honest with me. Are you reading these books, watching these lectures? But what idea did you actually apply so far? Did you even try to apply some of those ideas? Or did you just read it and say, wow, that's deep, and then go back to scrolling? You know, you quote Stoics, but the moment your boss yells at you, you get a parking ticket, You forgot your keys inside of the house. You probably fall apart. You have a panic attack. Now, you know Marcus Aurelius wrote his book while leading an army surrounded by plague and death, and he never complained. You complain because your Wi-Fi is slow, because you cannot download a game as fast as possible. You read Nietzsche, who talked about Übermensch, or however it's called, the overman, the one who creates his own values. And yet, you are terrified of what people think of you. You follow the herd, and you are afraid to speak your mind at the dinner table. I think it's time to stop reading and start being, because knowledge without action is just spiritual gluttony. You are fat with facts, but you are starving for a meaning. So why am I telling you all this? Why am I tearing you down? Because I believe you are capable of more. I believe that underneath the layers of irony and the cynicism and doomer sadness, there is a person who really wants to fight. We are going to start a new path here, the quiet path, but the price of entry is high. The price is radical responsibility. From this moment, you are not allowed to blame the matrix. You are not allowed to blame the economy. You are not allowed to blame women or men or politics or whatever it is you're blaming every time something doesn't go as you planned. If you are bored, it's because you are bored. If you're weak, it's because you don't train. If you're confused, it's because you don't learn enough. Let's try something. For this weekend, not for the next 30 days even. Act as if you are the only problem in your life. I know it sounds harsh, but it's actually the most freeing thing in the world, because if you are the problem, you can be the solution. If the problem is the matrix, you are helpless, right? You are a slave. I don't want slaves on this channel, to be honest. I want builders, people who want to make the change. So let's wake up, but for real this time. Stop looking at summer 2006. It's been 20 years already. It's gone. Look at today. Look at the mess in your life, or even in your room, and see the potential in your hands. Now, let's get to work.